It is February 22nd, 2022. On my computer it reads 22222. I don't know that that's significant. A few things I'm going to cover today, and none of it really matters one whit, I guess, but I'm going to cover them anyway. I lost a friend on Facebook. I'm not going to say what her name is. She unfriended me. This happened late last night. I was up till about midnight. Linda was in bed. Linda got up really early. She's napping right now, and Brandon, my oldest son Brandon, and I went to breakfast, and brand new compression glove. The other ones are worn out, and Linda and I have to go to Walmart later today. Why? Because my grandsons, my youngest son Chris's twins, David and Walter, turned 9 years old today, and Nana and Papa got to go get them presents. Now, what did my former friend, and I'd never met this girl in person, and like I said, I'm not going to name her name, not even a first name. We got in a discussion about today being, 22222, and we were in a chat together, and she asked me what my astrological sign was, and I said it's Libra. I was born in October, and she started telling me what all I should do and shouldn't do today because the stars told her this. And I said, well, I only believe in God, not astrology is junk science. Well, when I chatted back with her about that, she lit me up one side and down the other. How dare you say that? Well, it's true. Astrology is nothing. It has no bearing on anything. It's just one of the devices of Satan to convince people that the cosmos controls you. There is an unseen God, and he's very real, and his son is our Savior, and I dearly love my Savior, and that's all I'm going to say on that. But I didn't mean to lead with me getting unfriended by my former friend, but I normally try not to on Facebook discuss religion or people's points of view religiously or politics or the dreaded virus. In case you don't know, I'm not very politically correct, number one. And number two, I'm a grouchy old man. I fit the description of curmudgeon to a T. But that is, I'm going to give you an idea on what I'm talking about. There's a guy no longer alive. His name was Reuben Garrett Lucius Goldberg. He was born July 4th, 1883. He died on December 7th, 1970, and he was 87 years old when he died. Now, what's that got to do with anything? I'll get to that in a minute. Let me get a sip. I've been watching Linda and I, this TV show called 1883. It's a Western. Violence and profanity in it, but it's a fairly decent show. They got one more episode and then they're done. 1883, the premise of the show is that these German immigrants got with the Pinkerton Company and two of the Pinkerton agents were going to lead them on the Oregon Trail to Oregon so they could have a better life, going through hostels, Indian country, all that. There's just one big problem with that. There was an easier way to do it. They didn't have to buy wagons. What was the easier way? There was railroad service all the way to Portland, Oregon back in 1883, all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast to California. And at the time that all that Western was taking place, there was a huge expansion taking place. But if you don't know who Reuben Goldberg is, I'll fill you in on that. It's called Rube Goldberg. He was an engineer and a cartoonist and an inventor that he drew these cartoons with these really complex machines that, you know, you'd drop a grain of sand or something on a paddle and it would cause a succession of stuff. It was a big craze back in the 1930s and 1940s, especially during World War II. Rube Goldberg was something everybody looked forward to. There was a magazine called Life magazine that ended after World War II. It just couldn't maintain what it was doing, but he was one of the contributors to that. But these complex machines, Rube Goldberg, not Reuben, but Rube, R-U-B-E Goldberg, became part of the American lexicon. And my life, and I dare say your lives too, have been like a Rube Goldberg cartoon, really complex. His cartoons affected just about everybody in America. Even the domino effect, where you knock a domino and it knocks another one. Rube Goldberg had a lot to do with how people made more and more elaborate domino effect, where the cascades. There's even a competition, world competition, Guinness Book of World's Record on how many dominoes they knocked over. But they have a big show every year where these kids compete and adults knocking over dominoes. And so Rube Goldberg had a lot to do with that. Oh yeah, before I get really further along, Michael, I found my flash drive. It was underneath a bunch of stuff over there. Found some coins I didn't know I had that I just sleeved. There's quite a bit going on right now here on the farm and in general. I also, another thing that a friend of mine, I have a friend named Peter Sherayko. He was Texas Jack Vermillion in the movie Tombstone. Now, what does he have to do with anything? Well, when Daddy, our father, talking to my siblings and Mom right now, our dad used to go to gun shows. Y'all all know that. Well, one of his gun show buddies was a guy named Pete Sherayko. And Peter's a friend of mine on Facebook and a friend in real life. He supplied some of the costuming and guns and horses on that series, 1883. He and Tyler Sheridan, the guy that wrote it and actually played in it, are actually friends. But he raised objections about the historic inaccuracies, and it did cause a bit of a rift. Just a second, got to blow my nose. he and we chat back and forth, and I raised some issues about that. Most of the guns are period relevant and period accurate because Pete's the guy that's making those decisions. He's uncredited on it, but I don't think I think he's uncredited. I don't know if he's getting credit or not. He doesn't care as long as the check clears, is his attitude, and I understand that. I've done some screenplay rewrites that I'm not at liberty to tell anybody I did, and I didn't care. I don't do it anymore, but I did for a while. As long as the check cleared, it was all good. I really don't write anymore. I guess I ought to, but my big thing in life right now is enjoying my wife and my grandkids and my children and my family. I'm supposed to be retired. I still do a lot of stuff. I did a lot this morning. I got to do a lot later, and I'm getting ready to get directly involved in the film business. Still haven't got a phone call from my tech guy. I'm not going to call him back. It's like I was going to yesterday, and it's like Nick said, don't push the guy. He's doing your computer for free. Well, okay. I haven't got that big a problem yet. It's going to be too cold to mess with a lot. Nick went out yesterday and bought a brand new large propane tank, and that little Mr. Heater wall heater right there, the regulator, the hoses, and all that. It rained last night. Went out, and Linda's car was covered in muddy drops all over it. She and I will probably take it through a car wash here after a bit. I don't know. It's supposed to storm, and it's supposed to get nasty over the next couple of days. So we'll probably leave that alone and just let nature take its course, and like Friday or Saturday go clean it off. I don't know exactly what the weather's supposed to do. Let me bring it up. Oh, come on. Winter storm watch. Okay. Why is Tulsa, Oklahoma up here? I don't know. I didn't do it. Close that. I don't want to see that. Okay, 23 for a high tomorrow, 20 for a low, 31 for a high Thursday, 16 for a low. AM wintry mix tomorrow, freezing rain tomorrow. Hopefully the electricity won't go out. Let me see what the hourly's going to do here today. Doesn't show any precipitation. That's good. Let me get out of there. Hang on, folks. Well, I left my cane over there, had to get it. My police scanner's fully charged. I'm going to give it a little test drive here in a little bit. But I was telling Brandon when he was in the office earlier, this is my drone for filming. I've not even been able to go test fly it yet. I did get my expensive small camera charged up yesterday, but I didn't get a bath yesterday. I was on 2 walking canes. The pain was absolutely horrendous. I did a little research, and I have real bad damage to both my knees and arthritis in them. And I've got a synthetic shoulder right there. That was killing me. And so I checked all the information I could on that energy drink I drank. Yeah. Let me explain something. Let me get a sip. To any of you watching this that have arthritis and don't know this, if you use sugar-free stuff that has aspartame in it, aspartame and phenylalanine are two ingredients in a lot of diet drinks and stuff. And I tried telling Jerry this, and finally his daughter, who's a nurse, and a son-in-law who's a pharmacist, let him know I was right. He drinks Diet Coke. It's his favorite liquid. And the thing is, the stuff that makes it sugar-free will inflame your arthritis. It causes a lot of, and I'm whistling when I talk. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. I have also a synthetic hinge in my jaw, so once in a great while I have to adjust it. But that arthritis, it hits arthritis and makes it almost unbearable. And that is what happened with Jerry and his knees. He's got arthritis in his hands and his knees and his feet. And so, did he give it up? No, he's still drinking it. But that is why I was in such pain yesterday. Nick and I rode around. We took care of his getting his truck done. And I asked him if I could have it because I wanted to see what it tasted like. We were in Linda's car. And so I popped a cap on that and started drinking it. It tastes horrible. Brandon bought him one today. And I drank it. It was hard to finish it. And it just about finished me. I'll never drink another energy drink. That was my first and last one. I became an energy drink veteran yesterday. Yeah, normally if it were warmer, that would be going on my film van. But it's not warmer, and it's supposed to get up to 49 today, but I don't think it will. Like right now it's 28, and here it is 10:30 in the morning and it's just 28 degrees. I'm just not going to risk it. It's not that big a deal. It's like getting the tires on the back of the van. I'm not going to go do that today. About the extent of what I'm going to do today is going to Walmart with my sweetheart, and if she needs to go eat, I'll go with her while she eats. I'm not going to eat again. I ate enough to choke a young horse this morning. I had a big ham steak and 2 eggs over easy, biscuits and gravy, hash browns, and I am stuffed. But hopefully she's getting some rest. She gets up off early. She got to bed late last night and got up early. I get to bed late, I get up early, and I don't go back to bed. She keeps forgetting. My pain issues will not let me lay down and nap. I have to be heavily drugged for me to get any kind of rest at night. And my list of injuries and broken bones and all that stuff is too boring to state but the list is too long to go into it, and it has nothing at all to do with anything. But Brandon went to work. They ran out of stuff for him to do. He works at Turner Falls Park, and he called me. The guy he normally works with didn't show up, and Bo's on light duty after having Omicron. It's still affecting him, and it's still affecting me. My hearing is really bad. I've had hearing aids for years, just never worn them because I could always hear pretty good out of that ear. Now I'm wearing them. It's something I have to do. But what else is going on in the world today? I haven't checked. I know that Russia went into Ukraine. Let's see what the headline is on that. It's on. Defiant Putin. Troops enter Ukraine. Military bases next. Germany halts pipeline. Oil nears $100 a barrel. Danger. Cyber attacks on satellites. I also have friends that think Vladimir Putin is just fantastic. Let me tell you something. My best friend, Jerry Pletcher, doesn't call himself such, but he is a biblical scholar. And he and I both agree on one thing. We both believe that Vladimir Putin will be the Antichrist, that he's the Antichrist in making. And he meets all the biblical criteria. That's just our opinion. I have friends that will take exception to that. Hopefully none of them watch this. This channel is not for anybody but family and friends. That's all I've got this channel up. Now, Adventures with Linda and Tucklow, when I get my other computer back, the first thing I'm doing is doing some daytime filming and editing and setting it up for that to start putting those out. And those will take a little time. When I finally get it set up, I'll probably do one a week to start. It takes a little bit to edit. And I thought about doing a review on editing software, but I would probably get sued. I have this tendency to phrase things in such a way that it's offensive. I'm a curmudgeon, remember? But the best video editor I found is called OpenShot. I've got probably $2,000 worth of editing software, and most of it isn't worth using. They make it overcomplicated. You should be able to do your video, go in there and piece stuff together, put in music if you want to, put in your own captioning if you want to, and be done with it, and any special effects you want to. Most of it makes it really complicated, and that's unfortunate. And I won't use YouTube's software. It's not that I don't know how. I've used it before, but what I've got here in the office belongs to me. Once I have it and pay for it, I'm licensed with it, and that's why. And I think YouTube's great for supplying that service to its video guys, video people that upload videos. I'm not denigrating YouTube at all. And for a lot of stuff that's out there, they're the best there is at it, and user-friendly for the most part. My biggest problem I've got with YouTube is usually me. I open my mouth and say something I shouldn't. You have You know, it's kind of like my friend Daniel Arms said, if you're playing in someone else's playground, you got to abide by their rules. And that's true. Well, I'm going to call it a vlog now. I've got a ton of stuff I need to do. To Mom and John, I hope you're staying warm. I hope things are going well for you. Little brother, when you're ready to come down here, you holler. Benjamin's got his car fixed and we'll make that happen. To my brother Michael, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe and warm. To my friend Chris Kimball in Florida, I have another friend in Florida named Robert Arrington. He has a big channel on YouTube called Deer Meat for Dinner, and he and his wife bought a trailer, a travel trailer that's huge. It makes a home, and for a few months that's going to be their home. They're getting ready to go from Jupiter, Florida, on the east coast of Florida, all the way up to Alaska through the United States. And he did a video and said, if you have a RV park and places to go hunting and fishing, let him know. Well, I haven't let him know yet, but my best friend Jerry owns 3 RV parks. My buddy Joe Wells owns a couple of them. So, and Jerry's got loads of places to go fishing and hunting. And I'll get a hold of Rob and let him know. I just haven't. When I say I'm busy, it's an understatement. It really is. But Chris, he's coming up here. So another one of my friends that's a Floridian will be coming through Oklahoma. Hope you're doing well, Chris. I hope things are working for you right now. To my friend Monty Jones in Lone Grove, America, I hope you and yours are staying warm and safe. Hope your daughters are all doing well. Oh, one of my favorite things in the world right there, a back scratcher. I'm thankful God inspired someone to make that. But my friend Shelly Dion in Illinois, I hope you and yours are doing well. I'm still praying for your mother. I will continue to do so. Not going to stop. And my mom, I'm praying for you. I'm not going to stop. But my friend David Talaga in Illinois, praying for you. Hope you're doing well. My friend Jackie Brill Sands, Sands in Tennessee, I hope you and yours are doing well. I'm praying for you and yours. Music. And to the rest of you, whoever's watching this, I hope you're doing well. God bless you, and I mean that. And I love you, and I mean that. And like that sign there says, be kind, and I mean that. Bye.